So I hit training camp hard, man, for this fight. Thomas Jones got me on my toes. The reason why is because I want to make sure I'm prepared all the way, not just a little bit, not just kinda. We want to be all the way in, working on wrestling, working on boxing, working on submissions. Everything we do is to continue to keep us controlling these fights. But during our training camp, we got some bad news. Thomas Jones is not gonna make this fight, so we're gonna have to accept this late replacement fight. I'm not sure who it's gonna be, but we gotta accept it because we're not waiting. Sasha Zelonowicz is gonna be our next opponent, and even though we don't know much about this guy, I'm sure we're not gonna have problems. So of course, due to the change-ups of everything, I mean, of course, we were already going against a wrestler this match, but this guy seems to be a lot better on paper. So I definitely want to concentrate this week on takedown defense. I increased that to a 3.5 star. My bottom game is now a 3 star. I also upped my submission defense and my submission offense a little bit, and then I believe I did my top game. I got that to a 3 star. So that's how I'm coming this game. I just definitely want to be 100% sure that I have the abilities to stop this super wrestler. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna see how it works out, man, for sure. Okay. So unfortunately, I was muted the whole time I was doing my live commentary in the match. So you're not gonna be able to get that energy that I had then, but we gonna go ahead and still talk about this fight here, man. So as you see, I came in with a low fitness penalty, and I actually need to do some research on how to keep my fitness in the green while still being able to pay for things like learning about my fighter and paying other fighters to teach me different moves. As you see right here, I'm coming in with the jabs and the straights. Y'all know I like to start off my matches pretty slow to kind of get a feeling for my opponent. And I'm throwing them leg kicks, which I think kind of end up being pretty prevalent towards the end of the fight. You know, cool little striking going on by little Sasha, man. And I don't know if you would name, if his name would be Sasha or Sashay or something like that, because Sasha is kind of like a feminine type of name. He's going in for that takedown, and I'm not having it. I told you I worked on my takedown defense. I think preparing myself for wrestlers this early on is gonna be pretty epic when it comes to like later fights when we get to that UFC and we going against guys that are way better than these type of guys. Now y'all seen just a second ago too, he threw that wild kick and I ducked it. So he's not really fast. He's not quick. I thought he was actually going to be a little bit more skilled coming out, but I still don't want to underestimate my opponent. So I go ahead and I get my takedown, and I'm just using my top game for transitions and a little bit of striking. You know, he's doing his thing. He's doing what he's supposed to do. But I just feel like early on, I could feel how much better I was than he is. He's trying to get up. He's trying to make something happen while he's on the bottom as I'm in side control and I go to side saddle. And I'm getting elbows in. I mean, I'm roughing him up. No cap, man. I'm getting on his ass. The elbows are still coming. I go over to north-south. He's going to turn over. He's trying to get up. I'm just not having it, bro. I'm going for the submission already. I'm looking for it because he doesn't seem as strong. And I think that's the word that I'm looking for. Is he's not seeming like he's a strong guy. He's like kind of weak. And I think he's 28. So it kind of makes sense that, you know, I'm a young guy coming in, young and fresh, got way more energy as he tries to put me into this headlock. And I called it a headlock, the guillotine. He tries to put me in the guillotine, it doesn't work. Like I'm telling you, like we prepared for this fight. Even though we weren't prepared for him, we prepared for the wrestling and all the tricks of the trade when it comes to being on my back or being on top when we're talking about the ground game. Right here, we just trading strikes back and forth. I'm trying to get some elbows in, really trying to cut them open. I really wish UFC would let you experience more cuts when it comes to these elbows, especially when you're on the bottom and you're just throwing them and throwing them and throwing them. I think that should be an update that they include. So I get back up. I'm still feeling fresh. As you can see, I'm moving very fluently. The jab is coming. He throws a kick. You know, none of these strikes are really doing much to me right now. Now, remember, I told y'all he was really good on paper. And one of the biggest things that he's good at is throwing that overhand. And as you see, he caught me with one just a minute ago, and then he tried to catch me with another one right after that, and I wasn't going for it. There's another kick to the body. Like I said earlier, man, the growth is crazy. Just seeing my guy getting, just faster throwing these strikes. Seeing him just be more posed in the octagon. And this is just fight 3. And I'm going to keep saying it, man. We not even in the UFC yet. And we looking nice. That slip and that uppercut, nice. He's trying to go for another takedown. We're not having a couple knees to the body, to the head. He gets out of that. He throws a couple strikes. We still back at it, man. As we enter the end of the first round, he hits me with a crazy overhand, which cuts me open. It's just a minor one, but we got to be careful, man. Like I told y'all, the overhand is serious when it comes to this guy Sasha or Sasha. So we done with the first round. We're going to go right into round number 2. Again, like I told y'all, we got to watch that overhand. The overhand and that hook were both 3 stars. I didn't get to capture that either. And I'm kind of angry about that too, because everything just kind of threw my recording off this time. Maybe just forgetting to take my stuff out mute. I'm sure a lot of the guys that commentate and stuff like that, y'all done been through that. But we improving. We improving on both ends with the fighting and the videos. At this point right now, I'm looking for that big strike that just kind of changes the whole dynamic of the fight. I see the hook there because he doesn't really have the best defense. Again, he's not that quick. So I feel like placing that hook at the right moment, at the right time, is going to put me in a better position than I'm in now. So right now, I'm just trading back and forth with him as I throw that hook. I'm throwing the left and the right hook, and then I'm going downstairs. I'm staying downstairs. Remember I told y'all those roundhouses to the body is what I think played a part in this fight on how it ended up ending. I go in there for a left, right, in a roundhouse to the body, and he counters me. He's countering me right now too. I don't want to take away from his striking because he did pretty decent this fight with holding his own, standing up with me. Because again, as you can see, I'm just naturally looking better than him. And that's usually how it goes when you're talking about young guys and older guys. And he's steady trying to throw this overhand, and I'm seeing it. And you could just tell by the way he's fighting, he's looking for that one punch, that one kick. But me personally, I just feel like it's smarter for me to keep the pressure on him. Because a lot of times when you let a good fighter think, that's where you mess up at. When you give him any type of room to breathe, man, you're going to always end up running into issues. Now, he's got me on my back right now. Not really too much worried about it, bro. We blocking his transitions. We go into a guillotine myself, and I'm looking to make something happen. Maybe we can get our first submission early. Hell no. Sasha gets right up out of there, man. Now, I'm not really liking the fact that I'm on my back so much. I don't really like to wrestle that much, but I do like to be proficient at it. Or efficient at it. I don't know the word. I have to look that up later on. But we in octagon right now. We ain't worried about no English. You see what I'm saying? We end up rolling getting a reversal. on the transition that he tried to make a move on, man, and we back on top. And I go on the full mount. I'm looking for something big, man, before this round is over with. So I'm in full mount. I'm hitting him with a couple strikes. I hit him with that elbow. You know, you can only block so much when somebody's on top of you. That type of force right there, that'll put you in some bad situations. And I think right now at this point, I'm just trying to figure out why he's not like cut. He's not really bruised like that. As we get back in the side saddle, I'm throwing a couple more elbows. I get back inside control, throwing elbows. He's steady trying to get out. He's low-key panicking at this point. And I'm trying to do the knee on belly. I'm trying to get some ground striking in, but he's not really allowing it. And I think it's just the way the game is built, especially when you're on harder difficulties, man. Some of those transitions that can put the computer in a real bad disadvantage, you're not going to really see, or you're not going to really be able to get those transitions off easily. You're going to have to work for them. I'm still in full mount, though, man. So far, so good, man. I feel like I'm winning this fight. I feel like this is a 2-0 fight right now out of these 3 rounds. The control time is crazy. The ground striking is crazy. Submissions. And then when we on feet, man, I'm tearing his ass up. I mean, he's countering me here and there. He's even blocking these transitions while I'm on the ground. But overall, man, I'm low-key dominating him. He just don't got no room to breathe, man. I hate if his family is out here tonight, man, seeing them get roughed up like this. No, this ain't no easy fight for him. As we go to the end of round number 2. Again, 2-0, man. We not worried about it. Something's got to happen, though. I got to make something shake this round because I don't like leaving it up to the judges, man. That just ain't my forte. You know what I'm saying? He's throwing these little jabs. He's steady on his back foot, steady trying to fight off of it. He's throwing these big haymakers. He throws that hook, and I'm throwing haymakers. I done came straight at him, and I just lost it because he's not really doing anything. And we here to make it a show. So here he goes. I'm throwing the haymakers again. I'm looking for it. He tries to get me in the clinch. He tries to throw a backhand, and oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just slept this guy. That has to be knockout of the year, fight of the night, whatever you want to call it. We duck right under that behind the back post scoring backhand he just threw. Slow ass backhand he just threw. And we slept him, put him on the ground, man. And respectfully, we're going to go 3-0 in that WFA, man. I don't know what they going to do with me, man. I'm putting pause on everybody. You understand me? As y'all can see, I got 5.6K in cash. I got a couple more fans. -1% on the longevity. I think we're doing pretty good, you know, getting experience. We had a minor cut this fight. Nothing too serious, you know. I think we doing pretty good. Like I said, we on the right road, man, headed to this UFC. I see a championship fight coming really, really soon. What I like the most about competing is once you win, you get to keep moving forward. As we move forward with this 3-fight contract we just got from the WFA, $7,000 a show, $1,700 a win. We not tripping. But who's our next opponent? No other than Konstantin Viganov, whatever the hell, man. I don't know his real name. It's their last name. We're going to call him Konstantin Vinegar. But he's 25 years old, 5'9", 145 with a 66 reach. And of course, the height for this fight is real low. It's okay. We got 5 weeks this time instead of 3, which is going to be big, man. And it looks like we finna start getting paid just a little bit more. And from my understanding, it's another wrestler that we're going up against. Not too much I need to speak on, man. We just going to come back and handle business. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all enjoyed the fight and everything that came with it. We're going to be looking for next fight, man, to put on a even bigger performance. Let me know how y'all enjoyed this. Let me know if y'all been liking the series so far in the comment section. Like, subscribe, and I'm gonna catch y'all next time.